Have you ever thought about the air you're breathing inside your home? Here's a wild fact. The air indoors can be up to 5 times, actually up to 10 times more polluted than the air you breathe outside. That's everything from dust to chemicals you don't even see, but your body feels it. And as someone who cares about optimizing my health and my overall environment, I started looking for solutions. That's when I discovered the Jaspr air purifier. It's sleek, it's smart, and it's incredibly effective. And today I'm breaking down everything you need to know about why air purifiers like Jaspr are essential and why this one stands out. We got a lot to talk about, so let's jump right in. Indoor air pollution is one of the most overlooked health risks. Think about it. Dust, pet dander, mold spores, even chemicals from cleaning supplies or your furniture and clothes, they can build up in the air that's inside that we just are constantly breathing. And over time, breathing this in constantly can cause allergies, asthma, fatigue, all the things that we're like, is this normal? Well, it's not supposed to be. And according to the EPA, poor indoor air quality is among one of the top 5 environmental health risks. But what are we doing about it? Everyday activities contribute to poor indoor air quality. Every time we cook, we're releasing tiny particles into the air. New furniture and even paint can release volatile organic compounds, or VOCs if you've ever seen that, into the air. And the crazy thing is that can linger for months. And if you have pets, let's be honest, their hair and their dander is everywhere. And we're not even talking about people who still smoke in their homes. Plus, modern homes are designed to be energy efficient, which is great, but these pollutants are just trapped indoors. So who really needs an air purifier? In my opinion, everybody, but families with kids, that's a big one because kids developing lungs are especially vulnerable. I wonder if that's a reason why there's such a rise in asthma and allergies. And if you have allergies or asthma, having an air purifier can help reduce the triggers like pollen and dust. Pet owners, yep, us too, since purifiers can help filter out that pest hair and that dander, and even odors. And if you live in an area prone to wildfires, that's actually one of the main reasons Jaspr was invented and why I think having a quality air purifier is such a no-brainer. So there's a lot of different air purifiers out there. What really makes Jaspr unique? Well, I would say Jaspr isn't just another air purifier. It's actually packed with features that make it stand out. And the crazy thing is, it's been on this entire time. It's insanely quiet. You can't even hear it. Like it's actually moving air, but it's so quiet. It has a multi-stage filtration system, including a true HEPA filter, which captures 99.97% of particles as small as 0.3 microns. So think pollen, smoke, even bacteria. And then it has an activated carbon layer, which tackles odors and VOCs, that word we learned earlier. And check this out. On the top of the Jaspr, it has a built-in smart sensor which tells you real time how your air quality is. You used to have to pay for an extra monitor to see how your air quality is. This tells you. And maybe I'm one of the few people in the world, but when I got this thing, setup was super easy. You literally took it out of the box, put it where you wanted it, made sure you had the filter unwrapped. There's a few small steps. But what I'm trying to say is you don't have to connect it to an app. Everything just works. You plug it in and it works. You don't have to fool around with app. And if you're someone who's not super tech savvy, you can really enjoy using this anywhere you want to without having to change where it's at and do all this stuff on an app. But what I love most about it is it looks good and it's whisper quiet. It also has a feature where you can turn all the lights off so you can have it right next to your bed and it's not gonna interrupt your sleep. You know what, let's put this thing to the test. So I have a miniature golden doodle, come here baby. And she's hypoallergenic. And right now, before she came over here, 004, based off of the air quality here. It says it's excellent. Green light is excellent, right? So let's shake Goldie up. Let's get her hair all over the place, and it went up, 005. This is why golden doodles are such good dogs though. And now it's going back down. Go grab a chicken. But yeah, it's a real life chicken here inside our house. And the Jaspr, oh, it went up, 006. So it went up. That's the highest we were able to get it, 006. Chickens aren't as dirty as we think. Well, that was fun. So we used my hypoallergenic dog and a chicken to see if we could raise this thing up. So I have a few friends that have this, and that's what inspired me to get one. And they say when you cook, like if you're cooking in the oven or on the stove and you're using something, a pan that is searing, or you got a lot of stuff floating in the air, it's extremely sensitive, which is cool. And I think because I'm not the one who built this thing, I want to just kind of go through and talk about the display screen actually does. So let's talk about it. So the light, the green, will actually change from green to orange to red. Green is excellent, orange is moderate, and red is critical. So the number we're seeing there is the particle sensor. Then you have all the different modes. You have smart mode. Underneath that is speed. Press to manually cycle through different fan speeds. Then you have the power button to turn it on and off. You have the light. So if you press the light button, it turns all the lights off. So it's still running at whatever sensor mode you have it set on, but it's not going to disrupt your sleep. And then you press it again, turn the light back on. And then you have turbo cleaning mode. That's this little fan button over here to the right. Activate turbo mode with a tap for a 10-minute burst of maximum fan speed. It'll then automatically transition to smart mode. And that's it. It's a super simple setup. I mean, I've played around with some other air purifiers in the past, and a lot of them are different. Most of them almost look like a shredder. This actually looks good. It's vertical, it is large, and I did have a good conversation with someone at Jaspr about the size, and was curious if there was smaller sizes or different sizes. This is the only size, and the reason this is the size is because this was the most effective. Anytime they went smaller, no matter what else they did, it just wasn't as effective. So this is the size you're gonna get, and if you ask me, it actually doesn't look bad. I've had some other ones in the past, like I said, that I wouldn't necessarily love to have in my living room, but this one's beautiful. It's white, it looks cool, and it's over here tucked away in the corner, and it's quiet. So I like that. Jaspr was designed to be effective and low maintenance. The filters are long lasting, so you're not constantly having to replace them. And it's extremely energy efficient, so you're not gonna rack up that electric bill by using it. And like I said earlier, its sleek design fits into any room. It's not an eyesore, and it looks really, really pretty. But here's a common question. How many of these do you need? Is one good enough for your entire house? Do you need one in every room? I guess the answer depends on your home. I would start with the most used spaces, like I have this one right here in the living room, but I would definitely like to get another one for my bedroom and even upstairs. Jaspr's coverage is excellent. One Jaspr can typically take care of 1,200 to 1,600 square feet, and that's by using just one unit. But if you have a multi-level unit, having at least one per floor is probably the best place to start. A few other things to consider is by having an air purifier in your home, it's filtering out the air that you're already going to breathe. And the problem is, and we don't think about this, is if we don't have an air filter filtering out the crap out of our air, our lungs are gonna do that for us. And by simply filtering the air, that's one of the quickest ways to improve your breathing and your sleep quality. So if you're not getting great sleep and you wake up with that super dry, icky mouth, you probably need to get an air purifier. One of the craziest things to think about is that mold is everywhere. And it's not just visible growth on or inside your walls. There's literally microscopic mold spores floating around the air we breathe all day long. And while mold is extremely natural outdoors, it can be super harmful indoors, as you're probably aware of. And I'm gonna have a link down in the description below, which will take you right to Jaspr's website, and you can see the article that I'm about to talk about. But a third party did a lab test, and by using the Jaspr air purifier for just 1 hour in a 500 square foot room, it was able to eliminate 87% of the mold spores from that room in just 60 minutes. And if it was left running for 24 hours, they projected a 99% elimination of mold spores in that room. To me, that's enough to say, okay, it's time to get one of these. Clean air is one of the most underrated and underutilized ways to increase your overall health and well-being. And a Jaspr air purifier just makes it easy. I've only been using mine for a little while, and I can already see and feel a difference. And so can my kids. It's quiet, it's smart, it looks good, and it's effective. Checks all the boxes for me. So if you're ready to take control of your indoor air quality, check out the link down in the description below and use discount code MAUS, that's MAUS, for exclusive savings off of 1, and it goes higher off of 2, and it higher off of 3, and higher off of 4. The more you buy, the more you save. Your lungs will thank you. And hey, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions at all, pop them down in the comments below. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, all that fun YouTube stuff. I'll see you guys on the next video. Have a great day, my friends, and God bless.